First and foremost, I'd like to say congratulations to the MK party for winning by-elections, the recent by-elections in KZN. KZN EFF doesn't exist because MK party, IFP and the ANC are the ones more visible than the EFF KZN. I made a video a few days back when the EFF lost in KZN, the first by-elections where MK party, IFP, ANC were winning, and EFF was not even getting anywhere closer to winning. I made a video telling the fighters and everyone on YouTube, the same video where I got crucified, and I was saying the EFF should stop investing in KZN, should stop investing in wards and communities where they don't feel represented, where they don't have support bases, because you're just investing in something that is not going to give you back. And this is not for the EFF to desert black people. This is not for the EFF to be angry or anything. This is just to come to realization with the fact on the ground that in this ward, in this community, maybe in this province, these people don't want you to represent them. How about you don't do anything for them? How about you step back and allow those they choose to do something for those people? How about that? I'm not saying the EFF is not capable of doing something for the black people. They always do everything for black people, even in communities where they don't get the support. I guess that. But sometimes we just need to pull back. I don't know if this is wrong, because the first video I did speaking about this, my own EFF members, my own people crucified me. They were saying I was speaking from a point of being defeated. The political party is defeated. I'm speaking from a point of making everyone realize that there is no need to invest where there is no return on investment. There is no need to go and be helping people who don't want to be helped by you. It can only be insane, right? Can only be some crazy stuff doing that. So I'm speaking from that point of view. Uguti, it wouldn't be a bad thing for the EFF to not even participate in KZN by-elections in communities where they don't have numbers. Yeah, it's simple. The leaders there, they know their wards, they know how many members they have. And if the EFF has no members, there's no need for you to go and contest by-elections, because you know very well you're not going to come with anything, because already that ward doesn't have EFF people. Simple. You can crucify me, but in KZN the EFF is showing Uguti. It's not good for the EFF in KZN. I don't know what the EFF leadership in KZN, their plan is to fix this issue. But according to me, that's what I think. And this is not the first time I say this. I've said this before. Many people crucified me for this. But this is just fact. The EFF should just recognize Uguti. KZN, those people there are choosing IFP. They're choosing MK party. They're choosing the ANC. Those are the political parties they want. There is EFF people in other provinces. There is EFF in Mpumalanga. Even within KZN, in other communities, in other wards, the EFF gets at least promising numbers to show that they have ground in those. They can focus on that. Why do you continuously focus where you don't have people? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's embarrassing, to be honest. To be brutally honest, it's embarrassing for these leaders to lie and say their wards have their branch has 200 members, and then when it comes to elections, they only get 1 vote. They only get 6 votes. It's like, just destroy that branch. In that community, there is no representation at all. Let it go. Ninga forced. Simple. The country is so big. There's so many communities where the EFF is there and has people. There's no need to force things where you're not wanted. There's no need. I don't know how far this message will go. I don't know if this message will be listened to and then adjustments and a few changes are made. I don't know. But we need to come to reality with the fact that Nah, abayifuni da KZN. There's plenty of places. Free State EFF has promising numbers in some by-elections. Limpopo EFF has some promising. Gauteng EFF has some promising numbers. Western Cape EFF had some promising numbers, even though it didn't win a ward and get a councillor, but they got numbers to show there's ground. Those are the promising wards. Those are the promising VDs, voting districts. Those are the promising communities. Invest there. Don't go invest in places where those people who are living there walk around wearing t-shirts of other political parties to show you Gucci. They belong to IFP. They belong to the ANC. They belong to the MK party. And they don't belong to your political party. There's no need about it. It's just a waste of resources. It's just a waste of resources. It's just a waste of time. Yeah, that's just the truth. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. There is no any other way. It's not speaking from a place of being defeated. It's speaking from a place of understanding the reality on the ground. Uguti, la abakfuni lana. They don't want you. How about you make changes? How about you go where you're gonna be wanted? Because there is no benefit from the EFF continuously forcing themselves on the people of some communities within KZN. The EFF is still there in some communities within KZN, in some wards. It still exists. But where it doesn't exist, they shouldn't force and join by elections and go humiliate themselves and humiliate the party. It's like, then what are you doing? What is this leader of this ward doing? So they knew very well Uguti, their branch didn't have even anyone to support their ward as a member, but they continue go to by elections knowing very well they don't even have members in their branch. Come on, that's a bogus branch, right? That's a bogus. And I'm glad the CIC was speaking about this in the rally of the EFF, and I'm glad they addressed this because it's very important. And the people of the EFF, you must listen, including the members, including the supporters. You must listen, because there's no use in being arrogant when I'm saying all of this, and then you wanna avoid this, you just wanna move on with life, and then you're gonna go allow a branch that has 2 members to go contest for by-elections. For what? For what? They're not gonna win. They don't stand a chance, you know. So it's things like that. At least when you have promising numbers, you can go contest. But to the point where you end up being voted by 1 person, you end up being voted by 5 people, you end up being voted by just 6 people in by-elections, it shows that branch doesn't exist. It must be demolished and allow those people in that community to support the political parties they want. Simple. The EFF exists everywhere. Where it exists and there's people and there's votes, they can invest there. There's no need to invest in places where you don't have people supporting you. This is just the truth. I don't know what else I can say. I don't know. But we need to make adjustments. We need to come to reality with certain things about elections and everything, that not everywhere you will win, and where you're not winning doesn't mean you need to fight so bad to win. I'm just saying. But it is what it is. We thank you very much. Congratulations to the MK party, IFP. They really did well. But it is what it is, guys. Thank you.